Hi, my name is Song, and in this OpenTok screencast, I'm going to show you guys how to create and connect to a session. So first we're going to go to the JavaScript documentation, and we need the TB function. And in this TB class, you have an init session function that takes in a session ID parameter and gives you a session JavaScript object. The session ID is created by your server. So let's go to our server and create a HTML file. And the first thing we're going to do is include the OpenTok library. And now we can start writing some code. So var session equals tb.init session, and it takes in the session ID, which is created by your server code. So you're going to have to write that code. And then now we created a JavaScript session object. What do we do? Let's look at the documentation. So we go to the session class, and if you look, there's a connect function. That's what we want. So let's go look at it. It takes in 3 parameters: the key, the token, and the properties. But properties are optional, so we'll worry about that later. So tokens are created by the server, and each token is tied to a specific session. You can think of tokens as keys to connect to a session. So let's do session.connect. You have your API key and then your token generated by your server code, and now it should connect. So it's gonna take a second to connect, and when it's successfully connected, you need to know when it's connected. So the function that helps you do that is called add event listener, and the event that you're listening to is called session connected. So let's go to add event listener function. And then it takes in 2 parameters, a type and a function. So before we connect to a function, we need to add an event listener to it. It listens to a session connected event, and when it's connected, you want to execute a function. Let's call it connected handler. And now we define function handler, and when it's connected, you're gonna get data about the session, and we're going to call this data event, and all we're going to do here is to print it out in our console. And then once we have all of that, just to recap, we can create a session object, we add an event listener, and we connect to it, and when it's done connected, the data would be logged into the console. So now go into your server and load up the file, and after a second you should see session connected event, and the event has all this data about that session. So to find out more about the data that's being passed into your connected event, just click on the docs and check it out. My name is Song. If you have any questions, tweet me or email me. Thank you. Bye.